Hey guys, today I'm gonna do a get ready, and then when I do my eyes, I'm actually gonna do those in a separate video because I want to do a video where I do different eye looks for you guys that are like work appropriate, wearable for Halloween. So ones that are fun, like if you work in an office, I don't know, when I was receptionist, I was doing fun, colorful makeup. They encouraged it around Halloween time. They were like, go ahead and do whatever you want. So I wanted things that were like fun and work appropriate, but not like too much. I mean, granted, they would fully let you wear like a full on costume. Like I literally dressed up as a gigantic bumblebee. It was very hard to sit because I had a giant like 4-foot long stinger butt. These bangs are looking, I just kind of trimmed them up a little bit and they're like riding on baby bang territory right now. And that's fine, you know, they'll grow. So that'll be in an upcoming video if you guys wanted some like work appropriate makeup looks. And I'm excited for Halloween. I don't know about you guys, we're being Ninja Turtles. Cowabunga. That's what my son wanted to be. He wanted to be a Ninja Turtle. So we're all gonna be Ninja Turtles and I'm excited about it. I fully go in. I am not going to half-ass it. Full-assing Ninja Turtles. That's what I always say. So I know the camera's like really close to my face right now, but that's because I'm using my 50mm lens right now because I just, for tutorial purposes, like look at this. Look how close up I can get. We can just get so close and I can make you feel really uncomfortable by looking straight into your eyes and talking to you like sensually. But for this part, we're gonna back up a little bit. The thing about a 50mm lens is I can't zoom you in and out, so I have to physically scoot back. I'm sure you all cared about all of that information. So I'm gonna put on my makeup and we're just gonna chat. I have not been really filming lately. You know, I wish I could give you a reason other than it's been sunny. And when it's sunny, I find it painful to sit inside. Like I must go outside and enjoy the sunshine because I live in a state where it is never sunny. I don't know about y'all, but our summer was like 1.5 months long. It was so mild and rained until like July. And then we got all of August, half of September for good weather, and we're back to rain. So any day where it was sunny, I was like pumpkin patch, apple picking, let's go, making apple butter, I need it. I was not gonna sit inside. So that's what we've been up to. And we actually just recently had our harvest party. We do an annual harvest festival party here at our house. By the way, this is the lip mask I tried on in the ColourPop Stranger Things. I love it, but I need to do this though. We started harvest party when our son was born. Mostly the reason that we're even doing it is because here was my thought process, if any of you care. I was like, dude, best season of the year, fall. Everyone pretty much agrees. I don't know a singular person that's like, you know what, fall's not a vibe. I've never met one. So best season of the year, the best treats of the year, best vibes. And I feel like from the 2000s and upward, I just have personally realized people don't throw a lot of parties. Parties are really fun to go to, but they usually have a reason. So people get together, i.e. for Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, barbecues sometimes in the summer. But do people just have parties? At least where I'm from, no. Nobody just has parties. And so I wanted to be the house or the people that have a party. I love hosting parties. Does it stress me out and make me sick to my stomach and give me cluster headaches? Yes. I just love it. I love hosting a party. I don't know what it is. I love decorating for it. I love baking for it. I love all the prep that goes into it. We recently hosted a wedding. I actually did a video showing you guys some of the wedding prep. I'm gonna link that up here. I'll insert some photos from the wedding in case anybody wanted an update on the wedding. It went amazing. It literally went amazing. Me and my sister did all of the decorations. I did all of it. We literally, I went to the flower fields, picked all of the flowers for the wedding with everybody. We all went the day before the wedding and we like picked millions of flowers. I took a flower arrangement class, came home, arranged all the flowers into like these big, beautiful sprays of flowers. I literally walked around my woods for like 2 hours picking cedar branches and ferns and pearly everlasting and a bunch of little like odds and ends to go in and make these like sprays of green. We did that. We made these gorgeous dahlia bouquets. Holy shit, I was stressed out. However, it turned out absolutely beautiful. I'm just proud. I'm so proud. The wedding went exactly how we had hoped it would. It was just gorgeous. Everything was 10 of 10 and they were so happy with the way that everything turned out. So that we did that. That was great. For Harvest Party, I kicked it up a notch. So every year prior, I have bought all the food. I'm just really trying to become a better baker. I want to learn how to bake. I want to learn how to do a lot of different things. I started canning recently. I canned green beans. I bought a pressure canner. I did water bath canning. I canned apple butter, and that was really fun. We went apple picking, and then we used our own apples from our own apple orchard, which we planted, and we made apple butter. And by we, I mean I made apple butter, and that took like 7 hours. Oh my God. Because I was able to do that, like I'm like in this era of I'll show you what I'm capable of, showing myself what I'm capable of. And I baked everything for Harvest Party. I made pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. I made crumble cookie dupes for the pink cookie, like that almond extract flavor. I made pumpkin bars with a crumble topping, pumpkin muffins with a crumble topping, miniature apple pies with, like I made the crust and I made the apple pie filling last year and canned the apple pie filling. And there were our apples from our trees as well from last year. And I made homemade Rice Krispie treats, homemade potato bacon soup, meatballs. We had like puff pastries. Look, we literally had so much stuff, and it was so much fun baking all that stuff. I really enjoy baking. Cooking, not for me. I take it or leave it. It's not my favorite. Baking, I love it. Speaking of baking, I need to put some powder on my eyes. Where's the powder? So we did that. It was a pretty good party. The only beef I have with the party was that it rained the entire day. Literally pouring down rain. If you guys can see it outside right now, beautiful blue sky, sunshine. Literally the one day that I have a party, it rains. You stupid bitch. That's Washington for you. So it just is what it is, but it was still beautiful and fun either way. Everybody enjoyed their treats. A bunch of people came. I invited about 75 people. Probably about 40 came. And I think that's because of the weather, which, you know, just is what it is. And it was really fun. The reason we do this, I think I even cut myself off, is just people don't really have parties, and I want my son to remember. I just want him to remember it. I want it to be something he remembers growing up, and like having fun and having all of his little friends come over and playing and all the treats, and oh, my mom used to bake all these things, and I don't know why, I just want it to be like a family tradition, and so I have made it a family tradition. We're on, is it our 3rd annual or 4th annual Harvest Party? I think it's our 4? There's no way I did a Harvest Party that first year, did I? Where's my phone? Where did I put my phone? Phone. This is a thing I do, you guys. You don't even know because you don't live with me. The amount of times I lose my phone a day, incalculable. So yeah, it's our 3rd annual, and we're gonna do it every year. That's the plan. This one was kind of planned last minute because of the wedding. I had so much going on with that I was like, I am unwell. I needed some time to recover after that. But you know, it was really fun, and I feel like my son had a good time. He really liked all the treats. Lots of friends came, and it was a vibe. Anyway, cool story. That's what I've been up to, and that's why I haven't been filming, because I've been so neck deep in all this shit, which I'm sure you guys would want to see footage from, or like you would care to watch the prep for it, but I am so in my own head with all this stuff. I'm so busy doing all of this stuff that there is no humanly possible way that I could have sat down and done videos at the same time. I'm so laser focused and so busy that I don't feel like I have anything entertaining to say. I've also been really working on my mentality shift. It has been top of priority. I've been reading these books that are really helping to change my mind. I've been watching videos online in regards to chronic pain, anxiety, depression, like all these kind of things. And this is kind of, I don't even want to talk about it on YouTube, I think, yet. I just want to keep doing it myself and like figuring out things by myself. And then if I find that it's working for me, if I find like good help with these things, then I'll mention it. But I just really don't want any outside influencers or opinion in regards to it. So, but that's just been something that I've been working on, reading books and really trying to do stuff like that. I've also been really reminiscing about Halloween and Halloween looks and just like past years. It's been so fun going through my old looks and like looking at everything and seeing how creative I used to be. It's been so fun. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really feeling it this holiday season. I want to do Halloween looks again. I feel like so badly. It's a little late now for it. I do have at least one planned, but potentially 2 to 3, just depends on how the next week goes, because you know, Halloween is right around the corner. I did the Harvest Party a little late in the season. I normally do it earlier in the month. I'm gonna actually do it next year. I'm gonna do it at the beginning of October instead of like mid to end October, because the weather just too garbage. But I also have so much that I want to do. I wish that I could just carry on, but like after Halloween, nobody's gonna give a shit. I'm so excited to do Halloween looks, like really, really, really excited again, because it's just like so creative. And before something happened, like my son, when he stopped nursing, I feel like weirdly like life is opening back up to me, and people told me this would happen, but it's just reduced the strain on my, not strain on my body. I didn't really necessarily feel like it was strain, but like, it's just, I don't know, he's almost 4 years old and it's really getting so much better. Some people are really cut out for being parents of babies. Some parents are better at toddler years. Some are better at kid years. I think I'm a kid year type of person. I really like toddler way more than baby. Babies are just so 24/7, 365 care that for me, that was really, really, really tough. And I think that some people really thrive on that. I have a few friends who are like, no, give me all the babies. And I'm like, take them, give it back to me when they're a kid. Because for me, I really enjoy being able to talk to my son. Like he's fully, you guys, he can read. My son can read. Let's see if you can do this one.
Fast.
Yes. Dude, you did it. What the whiskers?
Okay.
Cat.
Yes! Oh my gosh. Let's do this word.
Dad.
Dad, yes! What is this word?
Ma.
Yeah.
Mom.
Yes! He can't read like a book or anything, but we've been working with him. He's a huge book reader. Like this kid absolutely loves reading so much. We've been working with him for a long time. Like he's just a very voracious book boy. He loves reading. He loves asking about 100,000 questions a day. He's a very inquisitive kid. Like he wants to learn all day long. And I am so grateful for this. It's so wonderful to have him be so interested in learning and asking all these kind of questions. So we have this book. It's a Richard Scarry book. I think it's the best word book ever is what it's called. And in there on the front page of this book has like, you open it up and it's got it's got the full ABCs in there, and then it'll be like A, alligator, B, bear, C, cat. But we do this way of reading it to him where we're like, A is for alligator, alligator, B is for bear, bear, you know, and we do that whole thing. And so he started learning, we started reading it to him like that. And then he started reading it to us like that. And we would just really praise him as he was going like, you're doing it right, good job. And like correcting him where he might like get a word a letter a little bit incorrect. And then he started being able to like look at words and like, I've got this palette sitting in front of me. He would be like, s, w, and he would do that, and then he'd be like, what does it say? And then we would have him sound it out. So like words like cat or mom or dad, really easy ones, you know? They're very like simple, like cat. And he can friggin' do it. He can do it. He read the word west, he read the word fast, last, most, like he can do it. He can freaking read, and I'm so proud of this kid. I could throw up. I'm so effing proud of him. Like he is just such a little smart, inquisitive, amazing. I'm literally obsessed with him. And he's recently started, like yesterday we were in the car and I said, you know, buddy, I'm just so glad that I get to be your mom. I try to tell him stuff like that like every day. Like, I just think you're so fun to be around. I want him to like hear positive things, and like, I want him to know that like, even sometimes, you know, mommy gets frustrated, but like, you're my favorite person to be around and I just love you so much, and you're just such a fun guy, and you're so smart, and you're so silly, and you're so fun to be around, and I'm so glad I'm your mommy. So I tell him stuff like that all the time. I'll say, you know what, buddy? He'll be like, yeah. And I'll be like, this was yesterday. I said, I'm so glad that I get to be your mom. And he said, oh, I'm so glad that I get to be your boy. I love it. And then he said to me yesterday, I said, you are my favorite guy. And he said, you're my favorite girl. And like, he just is such a little best friend. I cannot take it. He's so sweet. He started to tell me he loves me all of his own accord. Like, he'll just be playing and he'll be like, I love you, Mai. He calls me Mai. He doesn't call me mommy. He calls me Mai. And I need it to last for the rest of my life. Like, I need to be called Mai. Mai and Daddy. He can say mommy and daddy, obviously. He calls me mama sometimes to be cute, but it's like his quick way of saying mommy, so he calls me Mai. And it's the best thing in the entire world. Like, this age for me is it. This is it for me. I am really loving it. He turns 4. I have a 4-year-old. I have a 4-year-old. Me. I have a 4-year-old kid. He turns 4 in 40 days. My kid turns 4 in 40 days. And I think we're gonna do a Bluey birthday party for him. So that's gonna be very exciting. And I go hard on birthdays. I just think they're so fun. I love decorating and I want him to just remember them. One thing that's a little upsetting about kids is that, so my niece is almost 13. Yeah, I know. If you've been following me for a while, you're gonna be shitting your pants at that. She's almost 13. You guys, her 13th birthday's in January. And I asked her the other day, so we hang out with her every week. I hang out with my niece literally so much. She's like becoming my buddy. Like, I feel like I want to be her friend more than just like even her aunt. She's just so cool and funny. We went out to dinner with her last night. She plays roller hockey, and it's been a tradition that every week after roller hockey games, we take her out to dinner. It's like what we do. Get done with the roller hockey game, we take her out to dinner. And we went out with her last night and it's just so much fun. Like, I literally love hanging out with her so much. It makes me sick because she's such a best friend. Like, she's so cool and just like, she's my friend. We were recently talking to her and she was like talking about how she doesn't like even remember her childhood. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, how often did we see each other? And I was like, every day? I literally was with you your entire childhood. And she's like, yeah, I just don't even really feel like I remember anything before the age of 10. That's when she like woke up to the world. She like gained consciousness at the age of 10. Bro. And I know what she means, because if I try to remember my life before then, I really only remember like the serious things that happened, you know, like I fell and scraped my face in front of my neighbor Tyler and it was embarrassing. Or I went on a field trip with school or something. Like, I don't remember a lot of the like mundane stuff. And she's like barely waking up to the world right now. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So all this stuff I'm doing with my son right now, while it matters, obviously, because he's like, his nervous system at least is like understanding safety and love, and that he's always cared for, and that there's nothing harmful happening to him, and he's got a wonderful, beautiful life and support and family. All that stuff matters because it shapes who he is and what his nervous system ends up being. And if he's a nervous kid, or if he's shy, or if he's outgoing, he's very outgoing right now, like, which is, I love so much. He just talks to everybody and he's so friendly and he's so smart. He's so wonderful. Like, literally I have nothing negative to say about my son. Nothing. I love him so it like pains me. It's so sad because I'm like trying to do all these things. I'm like, oh yeah, he'll remember this. No, he won't. No, he won't. Like, he won't. He will not remember this. He will remember obviously the love and the feeling of comfort and safety, which is very important and it does matter, but he's not gonna remember the things. And it's like so heartbreaking. So that's why I take a million pictures and videos, and I write him a little thing every week. I don't know if I've ever talked to you guys about that, but I write him like a little synopsis of the week, basically. Like every week I have like it in my notes app on my phone, and it's like every week I'll be like, okay, so this week, blah, 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 this happened, and this happened, and this happened. And then, so I want him to remember those things. He won't remember, but at least he'll have my memory of them. Oh, but I didn't even mention it. So my son fell, this was a few weeks ago. I didn't even mention it. I mentioned it on Instagram stories. If you guys wanna like update more often, that's where it will be. But my son actually fell, and he fell directly onto a tooth. This tooth right here. Knocked right out. Immediately knocked out.
Am I missing a tooth?
So we rushed him to the dentist. They were like, we put the tooth in milk. Apparently that's what you're supposed to do. You can put it in spit, or you can put it in milk, or there's another substance that nobody ever actually has. But so we put it in milk. We rushed immediately to the dentist. They saw him, they got him in, and they were like, yeah, it's not savable because it broke off right here at the gum line. So there was no tooth to connect it back to. Like if it had broken halfway, you could glue the tooth back on and like hope it survives. But there was nothing left. So actually there is still a chunk of tooth left over at the base right there, and the root, they did like an x-ray and they saw that. So We then had to go in the next morning and he had to get the mask down anesthesia. So basically like not full blown general anesthesia where they do like the IV and everything like that, but they had to put like the mask on with like whatever's in it, something pentafluorine or isoflurane or whatever it is. And they had to mask him down. And then, so they like put the mask on and then they numb that area and then they pull the remaining bit of tooth because it could get infected if it wasn't. He actually didn't say it could get infected. He said, if you don't pull it, it will get infected. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So anyway, we did that. He went through the mask down perfectly, amazingly. He hated the way the numbing felt, but he's got a big gap.
But it can't hurt to pretend.
That tooth was not meant to fall out until he was like 6 or 7, the dentist said. So now he's got a missing tooth for the next 3 years. And it's fine. At first I was literally sobbing about it, like sobbing. It was just sad because I just felt like, it was just sad. I hated seeing him in pain. I hated seeing him scared. He really had a hard time readjusting to how to eat with a missing tooth because that's where you take your bites, you know, bites of apples, bites of things in the front. So then he had to like start biting on the side, and things are fine now though. It's been like 3 weeks since this happened and he's doing fine. We had our final checkup yesterday at the dentist just to double check that everything was good, everything's healing good. This tooth that knocked out next to it is slightly loose still. He said that can take a few months to like fully firm back up or it'll fall out. We don't know. So that's one of the things we dealt with in the last few weeks, but you know, you roll with the punches when they come. I feel really bad for him, but at the same time, it just is what it is. And the tooth fairy came and the tooth fairy gave him a tooth fairy stuffy and $5 and 2 tooth quarters, which are very exciting. They're golden tooth quarter coins from the tooth fairy, and it was really cool. Living life, knocking out teeth, harvest partying, wedding-ing. I did all the decorations for the wedding and the photography for the wedding and everything and everything. And now I actually still need, so we went apple picking and I picked 30 pounds of apples. And I still need to process them. So I'm gonna have to go make applesauce today and can applesauce. I'm actually really enjoying canning. Canning is really, it was very overwhelming to me at first because I was like, am I gonna give my family botulism? And it's like, what's a little botulism between friends? So I actually took a canning class on how to can and make pickles, which I thought was really, really awesome. And I actually learned quite a lot at that class, and I more realized like there was a few steps that were making it a little more daunting on me with canning. And now I've canned multiple times since then and I feel really confident in it. And the pickles were absolutely amazing. And I loved taking that class. It was so much fun. So I definitely want to take more classes. I've taken 2 classes and I feel like this is just gonna be my new personality, is taking classes. I really enjoyed it very much. Maybe hosting classes here in that outdoor gazebo that we did the wedding and the harvest party in, because it was just so much fun. Like, it's such a good space. It could be for so many things, like an outdoor pottery class, an outdoor painting class, an outdoor canning class. Like, we could do so many different things in it, and it's just such a beautiful space. So yeah, I don't even know what else to talk about other than Halloween's coming. We've got our costumes. My son is Raphael. Of course he is. He's the red Ninja Turtle. And I am, which one? Michelangelo? I don't know, the orange one. And my husband is the blue one. I don't know their names because I don't know, I'm just doing it for my kid, all right? What else is new? I feel like I haven't even been on YouTube like at all. I have really psyched myself out of YouTube. Like when I get out of it, I am out of it. When I am in it, I am overthinking it to the max. And YouTube has changed so fundamentally, literally so much in the last few years. It's mind-boggling. Since the invent of TikTok, you guys will see, like, now that I'm a content creator who, to say I'm up against anybody, but you are, like, you're not, like, I'm not, there's no competition or anything like that. If you don't move on to the next thing, you are in the past. And I stayed on YouTube. And have you seen YouTube? Have you seen YouTube? Unless you're making content about the worst guy on TikTok, the biggest piece of shit on the internet, this mom is horrible, this lady is a garbage person, why are people like this? Unless you're making content on social commentary, either shitting on people, you must be shitting on people because nobody wants to hear like the best guy on the internet. Everyone wants to hear about the worst guy on the internet, and people will click on that video. Probably myself included, TBH. I don't even know if I click on a video like the best guy on the internet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and like, trust me, I know those videos are what people want to see. I have done a few videos like that in the past. I just feel icky and I don't want to talk about other people. I just fucking don't want to talk about other people. I don't, and I won't, and I shan't. So unless you're doing a video like very, very social commentary style, you ain't getting any views, okay? Nobody wants to watch you. Nobody gives a shit. And it is very odd because it ain't that way on Instagram or on TikTok, but on YouTube, where my literal audience is, there ain't no audience. I probably will cut this whole part out of the video. My eyes are glossy because I just had a coughing fit. It's a very interesting transitional time on YouTube. And people say they want old YouTube back, but then when you do old YouTube, people are like, I am people, okay. But anyway, I'm gonna do some looks for you guys right now because I just want to. I just feel like that's where I need to be today. I was gonna use this palette because I was like, oh, anybody can get this and it's inexpensive. It's literally not even for sale anymore. So are any of these for sale? I don't know. I'm gonna look into all of these different palettes and see if this one is still for sale from ColourPop, because if it is inexpensive, let's check. Let's check right now. It is $14. So I think today I'm actually gonna use this one in the next video that I do because I like I said, I wanna do an orange makeup look for you guys that like is very Halloween vibes, and we gotta do it. That's the one to do. Anyway, so I'm gonna go do that Halloween style look for you guys right now, and I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's chatty video, talking to me about just like life stuff, talking about where I've been, what things are going on, so many things that I am just not even really like talking about on the internet. Just because, you know what? Sometimes the less I share, the better. And that didn't used to be that way. I share everything. You know what? No, I'm doing it. All right, and I thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you at the next video. Bye! Too bright. Still too bright? Cut this part out. Hey guys! Oh, hello? You on? Yep. But and we're, where's my phone? Where is it? I haven't left this room. Who, I,
No.